Hey guys, I'm Vasuri and welcome to my channel, Not For The Faint Crafted. If you are new, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. So we have passed the halfway mark of my 12-day special Christmas craft countdown series. So if you haven't checked any of my previous videos out, you can do. I've saved it in a special playlist and I'll leave the link in the description box below. But yeah, so today's video will be all about DIY snow globes. I've made a mixture of dry snow globes as well as water snow globes. But one thing I do want to mention, which I've learned after creating these snow globes, was that, especially for the water ones, the ornaments that I used ended up dyeing the water. So I had to refill this up again, but I can see, like I'll show you now, that the water is starting to turn blue again for this nutcracker snow globe. So what I'd probably do is, if you have some waterproof spray your ornaments before you place it in to the water, or if not, maybe soak it and let the dye come out naturally after a few weeks, and then you can create it. But I would definitely go for option one actually, because that seems quicker. But yeah, I hope you do like this video. If you do, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you love it, please do click that subscribe button. But yeah, without further ado, let's go on to the crafts. So for this DIY, you will need a glass jar with a cork top, some white paint, a paintbrush, some fake snow, some Gorilla Glue, some Christmas tree decorations. So I had a small deer and a small Christmas tree, and you'll also need some Christmas stickers. So firstly, taking that cork top, you just want to put a splodge of white paint in the center, and then using your paintbrush, you just want to keep dabbing this all the way around. You don't need any water for this because it gives it that dry snow look, and what you want to do is just keep working your way around the actual cork top. And once you've done that and it's dried, it should look something like this. And next you want to basically take your Christmas tree decorations, and then you want to place it on top of that cork top that you've just painted, and you want to position it in a way that you're happy with, and also so that when you place the jar on top of it, it doesn't get in the way. And next you want to start gluing on your decorative pieces on top of your corkscrew so it's strong and sturdy, and it should look something like this. And next you want to take your glass jar and then fill this up with some snow, but you don't want to fill it too high because the decorative pieces I've used are quite small, so you don't want it to completely cover the deer, but just enough to cover the feet of the deer. And once that's done, you just want to take your screw top and place this and secure this inside the jar. And then once you've done that, you just want to turn it around and it should look something like this. And finally, just to give it that extra Christmas touch, you want to take your Christmas stickers and then just stick Merry Christmas on the bottom. And there you have it, your DIY dry snow globe is ready. So for this project, you're going to need a bunch of things. You're going to need a jar, a Christmas tree decoration that can fit inside that jar, some Gorilla Glue, some glitter, some Christmas stickers, glycerin, bottled water, and what I forgot to add in here is you also need some twine, piece of card, and some spray paint. So for this bit, you can use whatever colour you want. So using some gold spray paint, I then sprayed the lid of the jar. And once the lid had dried, taking some Gorilla Glue, I then glued my ornament onto the lid of that jar. And once that was done, taking some iridescent glitter, I then poured this into the bottom of the jar, and you don't want to use too much. And then next I also added different types of glitter, so glitter flakes and then sequins. And then next you want to then pour your bottled water close to the top, but not fill the jar up, because once you put your ornament back in, it's going to lift that water back up. And then to make the glitter swirl around slowly, you want to then add some glycerin to this as well, and just use this sparingly, you don't need too much again. And then once that's done, you just then want to secure the lid of that jar into that jar itself, and then this is what it should look like. And next you just want to write Merry Christmas on a small piece of card and poke a hole at the top. And then next, taking your piece of twine, you just want to wrap this around the jar and then weave this through the hole of your card, and then cut off any excess twine and then just tie a bow. So it should look something like this. And there you have it, your beautiful snow globe jar is ready.
Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping.
So for this project you will need some bottled water, some glycerin, 2 different types of glue, so Gorilla and standard glue. You'll also need a clear jar, some Christmas decorations, some glitter and some Christmas stickers. So firstly, the nutcracker decoration I was going to use was an actual Christmas tree decoration. So firstly I removed the hook from the top of the nutcracker, but this did leave a few holes inside and I didn't want the water to seep through, so then what I did was, with some fabric glue, but you can use whatever glue you want, I then just blocked up those 2 holes by gluing the inside, and then finally with some Gorilla Glue I then glued this inside and then stuck this on top of the nutcracker so it was tightly in place. And then I also just put some super glue on the top just to make it super water resistant. And once that's done, you want to basically take your Gorilla Glue again and then glue your decorations in the center of the lid of your jar so that once you place the glass jar on top, it fits perfectly. And next you want to start pouring your glitter inside, but again use this sparingly because if you use too much then you can't really see the decorations when you swirl the jar around. And once that's done, you then want to pour your bottled water inside the jar, again not right to the top because once you put your ornaments in, that will lift the water up. And then next you want to again pour some glycerin inside so that when you swirl the jar around, the glitter slowly moves around the jar. And once that's done, you just want to secure the lid on top of the jar, and then your jar should look something like this. And finally, to add some Christmas touches, you want to then take your stickers and then just stick this around the jar. And there you have it, your Christmas jar is ready. So one thing I mentioned at the start of my video was just be careful with the ornaments that you use and it doesn't colour the water in your snow globe jars. For example, my nutcracker one turned blue, and what you want to do is either spray waterproof spray on your ornaments before placing it in the jar, or you also want to soak the ornaments in water for a week or 2 so that the dye comes out, or as much of it comes out, and so that when you create your snow globe jar it doesn't end up colouring the water too much. Hey guys, so I hope you liked those DIY snow globes. If you did, please do give this video a big thumbs up, that would really help me out, and if you love it, please do click that subscribe button too. But yeah, I can't believe we're edging closer and closer towards Christmas. So excited, cannot wait. But yeah, if you did like this video but you haven't seen any of my previous posts, again I'll leave the link to my special 12-day Christmas craft countdown playlist below. And even better, if you try and recreate any of these crafts, it'd be amazing to see what you guys have made. All you need to do is just hashtag NotForTheFaintCrafted on Instagram or Facebook and I should be able to find you. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll leave a sneak peek trailer as I usually do for the next video. But other than that, I hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Although it's been said many times, many ways,